Long ago, the Israelites embarked on a journey through the wilderness, leaving behind their lives of slavery in Egypt. God had freed them through miraculous wonders, and now He was leading them to a new life. But freedom came with responsibility, and on Mount Sinai, God would reveal His laws, guidelines for how to live as His chosen people. The Israelites camped at Mount Sinai, a place of awe and mystery. They had seen God's power in Egypt and now stood before this sacred mountain, unsure of what would come next. Moses, their leader, ascended the mountain to meet with God. The air was thick with anticipation as the people waited below. God called out to Moses, saying, "Tell the Israelites, if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, you will be my treasured possession, a holy nation." When Moses returned, he relayed God's words to the Israelites. The people responded with one voice, "We will do everything the Lord has said." God instructed the Israelites to prepare for His presence. For 3 days they cleansed themselves and refrained from certain activities. On the 3rd day, the mountain was covered with thunder, lightning, and a thick cloud. A loud trumpet blast filled the air, and the people trembled with awe. Mount Sinai became a spectacle of God's glory. The mountain shook, and smoke billowed up like a furnace as the Lord descended in fire. The sound of the trumpet grew louder and louder. Moses led the people to the foot of the mountain, where they stood at a distance, filled with reverence and fear. God called Moses to ascend the mountain once more. There, He spoke directly to Moses, giving him the 10 Commandments, laws that would shape the moral and spiritual foundation of His people. The 10 Commandments were not just rules, they were a covenant, a sacred agreement between God and His people. These commandments would guide how the Israelites lived with God and with one another. Let's take a closer look at these commandments, which remain as relevant today as they were then. One, you shall have no other gods before me. 2, you shall not make for yourself an idol. 3, you shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. 4, remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. 5. Honor your father and your mother. 6. You shall not murder. 7. You shall not commit adultery. 8. You shall not steal. 9. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. 10. You shall not covet. 'Each commandment carried profound meaning, teaching the Israelites how to love God, respect others, and build a just and harmonious society. Moses returned to the people with the stone tablets inscribed by the very finger of God. The Israelites, still in awe of the display of God's power, listened as Moses shared the commandments. The people recognized the significance of these laws. They understood that obeying them was not just about following rules, but about maintaining a relationship with a holy and loving God. The Ten Commandments are more than ancient laws. They are timeless principles that continue to guide us today. They teach us about the importance of worshiping God, honoring relationships, and living with integrity. These commandments remind us to prioritize what truly matters: faith, family, and community. They challenge us to live with compassion, honesty, and humility, reflecting God's character in our daily lives. The giving of the Ten Commandments marked a defining moment in history. It was a covenant of love, showing that God desires not only obedience, but also a deep relationship with His people. As we reflect on this story, may we be inspired to live by these timeless truths and draw closer to the One who gave them. Thank you for joining us in exploring this powerful story from the Bible. May it encourage you to seek God's guidance in all aspects of your life.